Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Gaming News Weekly Live. Legit. I don't know what happened last week. I think I had work or some shit. And then I was playing the game. And I forgot the stream, bro. But I mean, there's not much gaming news going on right now. As we speak, there's not much. Like, the 2 weeks, legit, I didn't do Gaming News Weekly last week. And this week, not a damn thing is happening in gaming. Not really. Except the Activision Blizzard shit. And I don't really like talking about that too much. Because it's getting boring, it's getting redundant, bro. Every time they bring up Activision Blizzard and Microsoft, that shit is ongoing, bro. And it's just speculation after speculation. Just let the fucking politicians do their thing. Let the regulators do their thing. They had approved the fucking deal and get that shit over with, bro. We trying to get on with gaming. Nobody else is trying to move on from the Activision shit. I got the Avion water with me, so you know I'm ready to talk. Legit. It was good, cool breeze, bro. Gaming News Weekly back at it again. Sony did have a state of play, but I seen a reception from the Sony fan base on that one, and damn, people was real deal upset when Sony dropped that state of play, and it was a third party event. Oh my gosh, bro. I don't know how disappointed a fanboy could be until I seen how the Sony fan base was acting about that state of play. Nothing much is going on in the gaming streets. I wish it was, but this is a slow time in gaming. The summer is usually a big time in gaming. There's gonna be plenty of gaming news coming up, but right now that shit kind of dry, bro. So Microsoft had their event in January. They talked about a lot of things. They showed a lot of things. We got Hi-Fi Rush. Everything was good. Nintendo came, had their event. It was a fucking hit. They dropped DLCs. They announced new games. They showed some new content. Everything was great. Sony's turn come up. State of play. It was a rumor. It happened. And that shit was drier than the Sahara, my guys. It turned out to be a third party event. They showed some VR shit. And I'm like, wait, Sony, is this all you're showing? That was all they were showing, bro. They showed fucking Street Fighter, which is extra multi-plat now. Remember when Sony had to deal with Capcom for Street Fighter? Used to be exclusive to PlayStation. Now that shit is mass multi-platform all over again. They're still showing Street Fighter. What the fuck, Sony? They show Resident Evil, which I think they have a deal with Resident Evil 4 and Capcom. So they showing that for like the... Nobody cares about the remake of Resident Evil 4. Not really. Because it's the same fucking game. Yeah, they can put it in the red engine. They can add some new textures to a fucking outfit. But it's essentially the same thing. They reskinning it. It's fine. Capcom can do that. They fans love that shit. What else did they show? They did show Baldur's Gate 3 is coming to console. But it's PlayStation 5 exclusive. Which was crazy. Because that was the only thing when I came out of the state of play. I was like, why is Baldur's Gate 3 only PlayStation 5 exclusive on console? Why? I don't know. Sony must have made a deal with them to get Baldur's Gate 3. Microsoft ain't got shit. Hey, that's kind of sad, bro. Because I was looking forward to play Baldur's Gate 3 once it came out of early access. I did want to get it while I was in early access, but it was one of those games that sometimes they'll update the game and it'll be fucking broken. You have to restart the game like 4, 5, 6 times because the early access kept changing code. So I wanted to wait for the game to launch to get it. And then they launch and they like, yeah, it's coming to PlayStation 5 exclusively. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Now I don't even want to play the game no more. I'll just go play Pillars of Eternity. I mean, I was already playing Pillars of Eternity anyway, but now I'm gonna just stay playing Pillars of Eternity. The more footage I've seen of Resident Evil 4, the more I feel indifferent about it. I mean, it looks good graphically, but like I didn't play Resident Evil 4 to begin with, so I don't really know if the game looks like it's improved in any way besides graphics. I mean, I can go watch a YouTube video and somebody can just tell me, but like from experience, it looks good graphically. I remember what it looked like before. I've seen plenty of gameplay of what it looked like before. Everything was gray as fuck. So now graphically it looks better. Is it going to play better? is the thing. Are they going to change mechanics in the game? They haven't really said much about that. We don't really know. We don't really know. We just know Resident Evil 4 remake is coming, and that's all. That's all we really got. Sony State of Play wasn't really like in depth in anything. No, I think they showed. They had one game where they like went in depth on it. What the fuck was it? It was damn. I'm blanking out. It was the other Rocksteady game, wasn't it? Suicide Squad. That's yeah. They showed Suicide Squad, and I was not expecting Suicide Squad to be exactly Gotham Knights with four other characters, but it's definitely Gotham Knights with four other characters. There's no other way to put it. It's definitely just Gotham Knights with four different people, just like Gotham Knights was. It's not impressive at all. It's not impressive at all, bro. And I'm sitting here like, why is these games are the ones people wanting to create? Like they showed a whole mission and everything. Like you're fighting like robots and shit. You're trying to get the fucking Flash. And I'm like, why the fuck can they see the Flash when he runs? I don't understand it. See, in the DC universe, Flash is supposed to be like a being of pure speed, right? But this nigga runs. Like he literally have to fucking purposely run to run fast. I don't understand that. Why is he not just fast all the time? I don't get it. I really don't get how Flash works. But it's sad compared to like how like X-Men does Quicksilver. When that nigga moves, everybody stops, bro. And that's the image of speed that I want Flash to have, and he never fucking has it. Not in game universe, not in movie universe, not in TV universe. You said they sold the loot system is the same as Borderlands. They got colored gun variants, grenade mods. They removed classic chants the enemies made. The voice actors this time around pale in comparison to the OG, etc., etc. Oh, so they it's kind of a downgrade for Resident Evil 4. But yeah, fucking Suicide Squad, it looked basic as hell when they showed it. And I'm like, I thought it was gonna be something different. I thought it was gonna be something different. But when they showed it, I'm like, okay. It's just another one of those looting shooting ass games, bro. Will it be fun? I don't know. I'm not even gonna try it. Like I'm not even gonna put myself in a predicament to try the game because I saw it and I'm like, yeah, bro, this is not for me. Cause I ain't played it. I ain't played one of those types of games in a long fucking time. I don't think I've enjoyed one in even longer time. Cause was the last game I enjoyed really was Borderlands One. Borderlands One was peak. I played Borderlands Two. I played the pre sequel. I played um what was the other one? I don't know. And none of those games hit for me, bro. I'm like, it's just Borderlands 1. I think it was just the characters, the environments, the storytelling. It was always better in the first game. Everything else after that, they just tried to recreate something and it never fucking worked out. It never panned out for me. And that's how that ended up. But yeah, the Sony State of Play was you still need to try Borderlands. You ain't never played Borderlands? Not even the first one? Oh, you gotta play the first one. They remastered it, but I wouldn't even recommend a remaster one because they changed some shit that they shouldn't have changed. They added a mini map in there. Why the fuck would you do that, bro? They added all kind of just like small things. They're like the art style is actually really fucking nice, bro. The little comic book like drawn out style is actually really nice. It's so clean, and I don't think they captured that essence in other games. No, they did. In the Tiny Tina's Wonderland game. That shit looks fucking amazing, bro. That shit looked real good. I didn't play the game, but I mean, I've seen the game. It looked really good. It looked more Borderlands than like Borderlands 2 did. And it was in a medieval game. So like you running around throwing magic spells and shit. It was kind of wild. It looked really cool though. But they had a whole lot of like small mechanics in there that I was looking at and I was like, yeah, I wouldn't want to partake in any of that shit. I would just want to play the game basic, like how I played Borderlands. It's basic as hell. Just leveling up, killing bosses, moving on to the next thing. But games just don't pan out like that no more. There's so much like side shit that you have to like navigate through just to get through the game. And I'm like, yeah, bro, y'all can just leave that shit to yourselves. But yeah, after that Sony State of Play, Sony fans were upset. PlayStation fanboys are online. Xbox fanboys is online. Yeah, Wonderlands did go extra on the grind. That's kind of how I didn't. That's how I got out of Borderlands, because once they start adding all these like microcurrencies into the game, when like Moon Rocks came in, Iridian came in, all these other random fucking shits, they just blasted the skill trees to hell. And then like they added golden keys to buy guns from a chest. Now it's not looting and shooting no more. You literally can go roll on the chest, just roll the dice with some golden keys and get a good fucking weapon that carries you through the game. It completely ruined the way Borderlands was formulated in the first game. It progressively got more greedy as they progressively made more Borderlands type games, and it's only going to get worse until they just quit making the games altogether. So I mean, who knows what happens with that genre? Hopefully, they get it at least acceptable in the Suicide Squad game. Who knows, bro? And they talk about, oh, all the battle pass things gonna be cosmetic. Why the fuck do you have a battle pass in a not multiplayer online game, bro? You're selling this game for like $70. Hold on, how much does Suicide Squad cost actually? Let me go look. Yeah, bro. When the Sony fanboys and the PlayStation fanboys really be upset about an event Sony puts on, you know Sony did something wrong, bro. Because they like, bro, where the fuck is our games at, Sony? Why ain't you got a first party event? And now there's a rumored first party event coming from Sony. But I'm like, why didn't y'all just host one? Why did this event have to happen when all these games are already being promoted, like by themselves, by their own people? All right, hold on. I'm going to look at where the fuck what is it called? Suicide Squad. How much that game costs? Because why the fuck are they putting battle pass in games that people pay in full price? Is it a $70 game? Okay, hold on. When the fuck did Suicide Squad come out? I don't even remember the release date. Game Pass All Access. I don't care about none of that. I don't even see that bitch in here, bro. What the fuck? Is it not coming out? Where the fuck is Suicide Squad? Is it not posted? It's really not fucking posted. So wait, they confirmed a battle pass and shit, but they don't even got a fucking release date, bro. What the fuck? Unless it's just not on the Xbox store. I really don't know what the fuck is going on. Even Sifu's fucking posted. I didn't even know they got announced for Xbox yet. And it's already on the Xbox store. Which I mean, that game looked cool. I don't think I'll play it myself because I got too much shit to play right now. But I mean, Sifu looks cool. I think it did get announced for Xbox a while ago. I might have just missed it. Jedi Survivor, Redfall, Age of Wonder. I ain't even fucking heard of that. It looks like it's gonna be a weird ass pirate game. Atlas Fallen. That shit is actually coming out. That was the game with the sand things in it. That should look kind of cool. That shit actually looks kind of cool. And then Diablo. Okay. So that bitch is not even on there. We don't even know the price or anything of that fucking game, bro. So not Hogwarts. Fucking um, what is it called? Bro, I played the last demo of Wulong. Y'all gotta go watch that video if y'all haven't, bro. That shit's actually pretty cool. It reminded me so much because I played Wild Heart, and when I started playing that shit, it's coming on May 26th. But how the hell they not have a storefront? So niggas is not gonna pre-order the game then. They really. Oh well, hey, Suicide Squad got some. I don't know what the fuck the marketing team is doing, bro. But I mean, if you don't post it to the fucking storefront, nobody's gonna be buying that shit. Like, what the hell are they doing? But yeah, I've been playing Wild Heart. And when I started playing Wulong Dynasty, it's exactly the same game, bro. It's literally exactly the same game. I don't know how the fuck Koei Tecmo got away with that. But legit, I was playing the demo, creating the character, and I'm like, bro, these options are fucking Wild Heart. The eyes were exactly the same. The builds were kind of different, but like the shell of the game was different. But the Eternals are definitely exactly the same. The fighting feels the same, even though in Wild Heart you're fighting literal monsters like big ass beasts, and in Wulong is like a Souls like game, but it feels the same, bro. And I was trying to play it like I was playing Wild Heart, and I got my ass beat up by that fucking wolf. So I mean that shit was kind of wild. It was a tiger. What the fuck am I saying? But yeah, I don't know how Koei Tecmo got away with that shit, bro. They literally made Wild Heart and Wulong, and it's the same fucking game, bro. It's literally the same game, but Wulong is actually fire. Wild Heart is just kind of boring. You know, Monster Hunter games are kind of like that too. If there's nothing that really compels you to play the game more after you get what you want out of it. So after you go and hunt a couple beasts, bro, you have a good old time. You find the combat system you like. There's nothing to progress you further because the story isn't the main draw of the game. It's usually just a combat and you fighting things. They expect you to just go get some friends, just go continuously do this shit. But I don't know. Wulong could be different because of the Souls-like game, because it has that die rinse repeat mechanic to it. It might draw people more. The combat is pretty fun though, and it's easy to parry in that compared to like a Souls game. So I mean, you could get some good combat things off. I don't know how the bosses are because I never even made it to one. I never even got past the fucking tiger, bro. I got my ass beat 2 more times, and then I fucking left. I'm like, yeah, bro, this is not for me. I'm gotta get out of here. I think I needed to go back to the sword. I think that's what it was in Wulong. I went to that pole arm because that shit felt kind of good to use, but I think the tiger is just too fast. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be one of those difficult ass games. It's kind of how Neo is for PlayStation because Neo and Neo 2 are PlayStation exclusive, and those games are harder than any fucking Souls game you could possibly find because they have some crazy ass combat system. The enemies are crazy. The AIs are adaptive and shit. Like they make like some crazy hard fucking games. So Wulong might be along that same line just for Xbox. And I mean, it works for some people. Some people just gonna be in there like, bro, this is punishingly bad in difficulty, and they just gonna fucking leave. But some people just gonna embrace the fuck out of it and try to beat that game no matter what. I don't know how many people are gonna be interested in beating the fuck out of that game, especially since the Elder Ring DLC has got announced that hey, it's coming soon. So I mean, everybody gearing up to play Elden Ring again. Shadows of the Erdtree is coming, and I'm like, damn! Right when they posted that little community post, it was over. Don't mind it; it's mad rewarding when you take down bosses. See, I haven't even seen a boss, bro. Unless that tiger's a boss, I ain't even seen one. I'm just not good enough, bro. I've been playing too much Hogwarts Legacy where you just hit niggas with 2 spells and kill them that I'm like, I'm just trash at games now, bro. I'm just real trash at games. Hogwarts Legacy has ruined that shit. It's just too easy out here. But what the hell? Wait, on to the next news, bro. Fucking Square Enix. I think the tiger is a boss. Oh, so I don't feel too bad because that tiger has whooped my ass 3 times, bro. I just submitted to it. Like you can have this whole game, bro. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna play some more of it because there's no way I'm just gonna leave it like that. There's always a part of me that wants to fucking just conquer, and sometimes I give in and be like, all right, go in there. Cause yeah, you just walk into a little arena and that big ass tiger in that bitch and just beat the fuck out of you real quick. Like, so I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna try to beat it. I'm gonna switch back to the sword to see like if that gives me more of an edge with like the speed. Because that pole arm is too slow for that tiger, bro. Every time I tried to hit it and dodge, it was on my ass. It was on my ass beating the shit out of me. So I was like, okay, bro, I get that shit up. But yeah, Square Enix is going through a fucking tough time still, bro. They dropped another washed up game. We all know what that is. It was bad. We all know it's bad. But now Luminous Productions has been shut down. Oh my goodness, bro. Luminous Productions, they tried their best. They tried their best with Forspoken. I mean, the idea was probably good. The execution was fucking bad, but the idea was cool. Some of the combat mechanics were cool because they like put out the demo and shit on PC, on PlayStation. You can play it. The movement was good. Combat was kind of fun depending on like what you were fighting against. Because some of the AIs are just fucking dumb. They just stand there and let you blow their ass the fuck up. But some of them, like the human AIs, are actually kind of smart. And they like throw spells back at you. It was all kind of crazy shit going on. They teleport around and shit. So it was kind of cool to play the demo and stuff. But I would love to hear how many copies it sold, bro. I Luminous Productions is already gone, bro. It's already gone. That means it didn't sell enough for them to even be like, hold on, we can salvage this. They probably lost a whole lot of money, and Square Enix is like, yeah, bro, we're done. Y'all are done. Luminous Productions is out the door. And I mean, Square Enix is going to take all the employees that they want, and they're going to fire everybody else, which is crazy because like the Luminous engine is what created Final Fantasy 15. It's what created fucking Forspoken. And now Square Enix is like, yeah, y'all whole studio, Dunzo. Dunzo, get him out of here. I'm like, damn. Did Hi-Fi Rush do that much fucking damage when his shadow dropped? There's no way. There's no way. $70 bangers get dropped off by a shadow drop Game Pass game, and a whole studio gets shut down. It has to be more than that, bro. It has to be more than that. But that's what it seems like on the surface. It just seems like Tango Gameworks shadow dropped a masterpiece, and all the marketing that went up to Forspoken made that bitch shit the bed. And it's done. Like the whole studio is gone now. So you can't even look back and be like, damn, what could they have done different? They can't do shit now. They're in the dirt. And Square Enix, there's not stopped there. The president of Square Enix got fired. No, not the president, the CEO. The CEO of Square Enix got fired, bro. The 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 shareholders board, the executive board voted him off. They voted him off. They're like, yeah, bro, you're done. Going to get your thing. So he stepped down. They got his replacement already. Already in place. They already voted somebody new in. Like, you're done. We're voting him in right now. And he had to walk out the door, bro. So Square Enix is making a whole lot of changes because their studios are flopping. They're selling off IPs. I don't know if they're tanking on purpose to get bought out. Because it seems like Square Enix is tanking on purpose to get bought out. And there's rumors that Sony's gearing up to buy somebody. There's a couple like DualShocker articles and some shit that saying they buying Take-Two. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way Sony can afford Take-Two. But I mean, hey, if Sony had a good year and they want to spend all their money to buy Take-Two, it makes sense. It makes sense. But Square is tanking over there. If Sony picks them up for the cheap, nobody can be mad at that. They already got so many third-party deals with Square Enix. It could work. Square Enix did used to be that guy, bro. They had a whole lot of good games. They had a whole lot of good franchises, and now they're Final Fantasy, bro. That's all they have to offer, the gaming industry. Final Fantasy. And that shit goes to PlayStation. Nowhere else. So what the fuck does Square Enix do with their time, bro? They keep dropping trash outside of Final Fantasy. When they drop Final Fantasy, it's on one platform, the PlayStation platform, and if only 10% of the fan base plays your fucking game, you're not gonna get that many sales from that. I don't know. I don't know. Square Enix is making some badass decisions right now. But I mean, their CEO just got taken out. They got a new CEO coming in. So they might turn all this shit back around and start making some good content again. But who knows how far Square Enix has already signed themselves into a hole with PlayStation. Will we ever figure it out? We actually might. Because with the Activision Blizzard deal going on and on and on, they keep bringing more and more people into the fold. Microsoft brought Nintendo and Nvidia in. I made a video on that like a week ago. Um, and Sony, Timothy Ryan, he's still flying around talking his side about how Sony is affected by this. And now the CMA is like, Hey, Sony, bring them documents in here that you're talking about. You're so affected by these third party deals. Let us see what third party deals you got going on. So all of Sony's third party content, they already got issued that like in the end of January, but they got it delayed for a while because then the CMA was doing some shit, and then FTC was like, "Hey, bring that shit back, Sony. Going to bring us those documents, bro. Microsoft need those to like make their case, so they have to bring their documents into court. Sony got to expose all their third party deals, all of them, all the new ones, all the old ones, the ones that they're about to create. We're about to see why the fuck Baldur's Gate 3 is coming to PlayStation 5 exclusively. We get to know that shit from this court case, maybe. If they leak any other details. We don't really know what the public could get to hear about this. You know there's gonna be plenty of fucking gaming news channels out here talking about the news. Hopefully I get to talk about the news if I'm not too busy when the news comes out. But if I am, I'm gonna just drop that shit on Gaming News Weekly anyway. We're gonna all talk about it together. But legit, Sony again being outed by some people. First, it was Epic Games having to out Sony ass on the crossplay issue, and then making people pay to put crossplay in their games. Now Sony's out at it again with the Activision Blizzard deal. They got to expose all their third party content to the to the regulation board. All the shady deals that they make in the background to keep games off Game Pass and shit. We're about to see if all that shit was actually real. Is it concrete fact or not? And that's a crazy ass thing to know. Even if the Activision deal blows the fuck up and nobody gets what they want, all the secrets Sony are holding back, we might get to know what the fuck they're doing back there. What Jimmy D. Ryan is signing off on. And hey, the Sony president runs PlayStation, so all those deals are definitely signed off by him. There's nobody else. So we get to see what Sony can offer third parties to keep their shit from coming to Xbox, because there's a whole lot of them that do that. And nobody knows why. Because it's like, okay, why did Bloodborne ever come to Xbox? It was only supposed to be timed exclusive, but it still never had an Xbox debut. Or a PC debut. It's kind of wild. Same thing with Final Fantasy VII. They don't have an actual deal with Sony. So says Sony. But it never came to Xbox. It did finally come to PC after they sold it a second time on PlayStation. So it's kind of strange how all these deals transpire. And we really need to see what Sony actually does with third parties to keep their ass from even broadcasting on the Xbox platform. I mean, we just got Atlas to drop some shit on Xbox this fucking year. Well, this gaming year at least, because they dropped some shit last year and this year. Yeah, they definitely got more deals in the making. That's why the third party showcase they had all the marketing rights to these games, and then some of those games PlayStation 5 and PC, and it's like, how did y'all get that deal, PlayStation? When did that happen? We gonna get to know. We gonna get to know, and that's gonna be a whole lot of gaming news for a whole lot of people, because some of that shit could be shady, some of it could be cool. PlayStation fans, they're gonna get to know too what games are coming to their platform, when are they coming, and how Sony made this deal possible. All that news is gonna be big for the gaming industry. It's gonna be, how does that impact Sony as a platform holder when all they news get exposed like that? How much is gonna be blacked out in those documents? How much of that information is gonna be redacted from court when they drop those papers off? We don't know. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it, but like, we don't really know, which is always something. It is always something when it comes to court cases, especially like gaming court cases, because nothing ever goes as planned for anybody. Not really. Everybody always comes out a little less than how they went in, because some of these things get dragged the fuck out. Some people just give up. They're like, yeah, bro, we'll just fade out right now. But in other news, EA firing people on Zoom. That was one of the funniest things I've seen, and I think that should happen like a day or two ago. It was some Apex like testers. They test like the new updates and shit for Apex. EA fired their ass on Zoom call. All of them in a Zoom call. EA's like, yeah, bro, we no longer need y'all, and they just fired their ass on Zoom. I was like, damn, y'all ain't even get like a formal letter of like a formal dismissal or nothing. They was like, you're fired. Here you go. on Zoom, bro. That's crazy. I'm like, I ain't even know niggas was still using Zoom. Ain't nobody, everybody back at in building work. EA has a whole lot of facilities where they keep all their employees that come to test shit. They literally just have you there testing games in their facility. So like, why did they get 200 people on the Zoom call just to fire their ass? Like, it was so crazy. Like the news was so outrageous. I don't know if the number is actually 200. I think it is actually 200. I don't know. People could be skewing it, but like news gets out and it gets ran around all these different publications. You never know the actual real facts until like somebody else comes out and be like, "Hey, bro, it was only like 100 people. It was only like 95." They just rounded up on another 100. I mean, they definitely could have handled it better, but it's EA. They never handle anything properly, bro. They don't know how to handle shit. I don't know how EA has been in power so long. How they've been on top of the gaming industry so long with all the shit that they pull. How do you fire people on Zoom? Is that even bro, is that even legal? Can you just lay people off on Zoom? Just like, hey, all of y'all, just to know y'all don't have a job no more. And just end Zoom call. Can they do that? Like there's no fucking way. There's no way that's the whole story, bro. But that's all the story that we got from that. That they fired 200 people on Zoom. And it's like, bro, EA, you're making it real hard to like you as a company. But I mean, they still own BioWare, so as long as they do, I can't really say things bad about them. But in other EA news, they're asking people if they want a Dead Space 2 remake. Which is, I mean, I thought they were already gonna be making a Dead Space 2 remake, especially with how successful the Dead Space 1 remake was. So for them to ask people, like send out a little survey, like, hey, do you want a Dead Space 2 remake? Is kind of crazy, bro. That like, of course they do. Y'all did so well with the Dead Space 1 remake. People liked it. It was actually a pretty clean game. It wasn't buggy and glitchy as fuck. They had a whole lot of like little ragdoll issues, but like most of them bitches were comical at best. It wasn't no game breaking bugs. So like Motive did an amazing job with the remake. Why do you have to ask people if they want a second one? Go make that shit, bro. What the hell are you doing? I don't even play Dead Space. I played a little bit of Dead Space 1 and that shit cooked me, so I got out of there. But like I enjoy watching content on Dead Space. I enjoy the story of it, the whole little narrative that they drew with like the necromorph thing and the fucking what is it called? The monolith thing. They're like calls things. It was good, 12. But yeah, I like the content on Dead Space. So if Dead Space 2 gets a remake, of course I want that shit. I want that shit so other people can play it. So not even because of me. Why is my internet tanking? This is another thing. Legit trying to make content has been hell this week because internet has been tanking, bro. I don't know what the hell be going on. Like legit, I had to open my laptop and reassemble this bitch because for some reason the network adapter literally just stopped working. The network adapter literally just stopped working, so I couldn't even get internet on my fucking laptop. It was crazy. You say we gotta play something today? I'm actually playing the Division with Flog after the stream. So after that, we can definitely link on something. Opinions, but I feel Dead Space nosedived after 2. See, I heard that from a lot of Dead Space fans. That Dead Space 2, masterpiece. Dead Space 3, fucking dead. And I'm like, what happened? I don't know because I haven't played the games myself. This is one of those scenarios where I just have to take that from what the fan base has said about the games and then hold it like that. Because I haven't played it myself to be like, oh no, I really like Dead Space 3. You said one, I gotta beat the one before I go to two. I mean, yeah, you gotta live stream it. Live stream one, play it. But yeah, I know everybody like Dead Space 2, but nobody likes Dead Space 3. And there's a whole lot of like trilogies of games that go like that. Because people say the same thing about Mass Effect 3. How Mass Effect 1, peak. Mass Effect 2, fucking masterpiece. Mass Effect 3, niggas hate that shit. And I'm like, see now, that's one game I could say for sure. Mass Effect 3 is not trash. Mass Effect 3 is not trash. But yeah, it's kind of like that with trilogies, especially like big game trilogies like that. Like the third game is always the one that gets shelled, that gets like the most hate. Because I don't know if it's because it's the end of the series. People it didn't end like people wanted it to, or if they just changed too much over time that people just didn't like the direction that it went in the first place. That's usually how these things go. But like, I mean, there's not many success stories in trilogies. Yeah, I don't think there's many success stories in trilogies. There's always the last game is always the one that people be like, that's not it. Every fucking time. You said Mass Effect 3 was perfect. I wouldn't say it's perfect, because there's so many things I wanted to do that I couldn't. Like drive the fucking Mako around. I wanted to draw the Mako, bro. That shit was gone. That shit was gone. I wanted that. But yeah, people didn't like the end. But now they're trying to like remedy that with the next Mass Effect game. I don't know how they're going to fucking do it. Hopefully they do a good spin on it, because like the time in between Mass Effect 2 and 3, that whole like year or so is literally just empty space. They don't really say what the fuck happened in that 1 year or year and a half or some shit like that. And there's a whole story to be told in the prequels of Mass Effect. They could literally go back in time to the first Contact War or some crazy shit and make a good fucking game on all the lore that they have. But they're trying to still go forward with this. That's fine. I'ma still buy into that shit. But like, I want it to at least be good, nigga. That's all you can ask for from a gaming franchise that you enjoy so much. You just want that shit to be good. That's why with all the shit we hearing about Dragon Age fucking Dreadwolf, when they dropped the community post, they showed like the new like level up system that they're trying to build. I'm intrigued. It's cool and all. But we don't got enough details on the fucking game itself for you to be dropping how leveling up work. I don't care about none of that shit. I want to know the ground level of this game. Is it gonna be like normal Dragon Age, or is they changing that shit for the worse, nigga? I don't know. Mass Effect 2 was an experience that's meticulously crafted. To this day, it still feels fresh. I mean, yeah. And there's always like minor, small things that you can do in that game that changes pieces of the game. The way you talk to a certain person, the way you interact with people, you can get people killed on accident if you just talk to them a different way. You can. It's kind of wild that like there's small things in the game. You could forget to do one side quest and it changes the whole ending of the game. So many people can die because you fuck up one little thing. And it's like, how do you know? And like I mastered that game on accident. So like before they had guides and shit like that, like you had to play through these games blind for the most part. So legit, I played Mass Effect 2. Everybody ended up living my first playthrough. But like it wasn't like perfectly crafted. It wasn't like a perfect run. So now I can play Mass Effect. I can do everything fucking right because now I know all of the outcomes. I can purposely get one person killed or three people killed, but then they like pseudo replacements in Mass Effect 3 because some of those people are like key in the game or to the story of the game. But it's not like they're crucial to the story of the game. Not how like Anders is in like Mass Effect. I was just talking to somebody about Anders in from my Dragon Age video. So legit, Anders was in Dragon Age Awakening. I didn't care about that nigga. That nigga was gone. I think I tried to kill him. But he's in Mass Effect 2 like he's always been in Mass Effect 1. Not damn. Dragon Age 1. What the fuck am I saying? But like the Legendary Edition. But the OG still holds up. I mean, I still play the originals. They still download it right now. I think I like the originals more than I like Legendary Edition. The only thing I really like about Legendary Edition is the loading. Everything loads so fucking fast. So I enjoyed that. Other than that, like the small changes that they made to like how quests are delivered, and how the mining system, and legit when I ported from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2 on the OGs, you don't even have to mine no more because they give you enough material to level up your ship throughout the game so you don't have to mine planets. On the Legendary Edition, they don't give you none of that shit. They don't give you any of that. You port from 1 to 2, they give you a little bit of money, but they don't give you the mining materials like they did before. So legit, your ass just has to go mine planets aimlessly for hours, bro, to get all the level up pieces for your ship. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't have to deal with that, but I do because it's just a part of the game. But I don't want to deal with that shit, and that's one of those things that was great about the original trilogy is because back then when Xbox owned the first game, when the second one came out, only Xbox people could port the game anyway because it wasn't on PlayStation until Mass Effect 3 came and they made the trilogy to sell and Mass Effect 1 got ported to PlayStation. So it was a whole little like cool little dynamic to what that was before. And now, I mean, they kind of watered it down with Legendary Edition. But there was legit a thread on Twitter from Mark Dara who wrote for like Dragon Age Origins. He was a Mass Effect veteran. He was a Dragon Age veteran. He would talk about how Dragon Age still doesn't have a fucking remake yet or a remaster. And then there were so many people on there, like other devs from BioWare. They were all talking because they all just like ranting on Twitter kind of to each other because they all quit Mass Effect and BioWare and shit by now. So all like the old heads of Mass Effect and shit are talking, and they talking like how EA never understood that Dragon Age was the better game than Mass Effect was, but they pushed Mass Effect so hard, and you know it was a big thing. Everybody loved Mass Effect, but Dragon Age always sold more than Mass Effect did. Every time a Dragon Age game came out, it sold better than every Mass Effect game that came before it. And I'm like, what? So they never gave Dragon Age the mantle that it deserved. And they like, yeah, EA really be fucking up when it comes to Dragon Age. Because Dragon Age has been the bigger IP the whole time. It's just they push Mass Effect to the front. And I've never known that. So hearing BioWare devs, like the devs that created these fucking franchises talk about that on Twitter, I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? That's crazy to hear. That all the creators of these games are like, yeah, like Dragon Age has always been the bigger IP, the more successful one. But EA never looked at it that way because they always like Mass Effect better. And I'm like, that doesn't. I mean, it makes sense because Dragon Age is one game of the year. I don't think Mass Effect is one game of the year. No, I think Mass Effect 2 won game of the year. Maybe. See, Cool Breeze, you gotta play Dragon Age, bro. But I kind of understand why Dragon Age could be the bigger game. It's because all the Dragon Age games are different, and they didn't have like a real set story. They had always the end goal was always the same for every character you make, but the story that you craft is always different. It was always the same in Mass Effect. Yeah, you can get some people killed. Yeah, you can like do things mean or something like that. But like the whole quest was always the same for you all the time. It's just like the people you have around you out the end of that quest could be different. In Dragon Age, legit, you can change the whole fucking world by doing something different that nobody else has done, and it affects games going past. So like you can do shit in Dragon Age Origins, and you go into Awakening, they remember that shit. You go into Dragon Age 2, they remember that shit. You go into Inquisition, they remember that shit, and it all has like a little trailing effect. And all of those games are semi-connected, but they're always a different main character doing a different storyline. I mean, I wouldn't say cult like. See, that sounds kind of devious when you say it like that. I wouldn't say cult like, but like the fan base of Dragon Age really likes fucking Dragon Age, bro. And I understand. I think I like Mass Effect more because I'm a science fiction person. But Dragon Age is still a fucking hard, like a hard W when it comes to gaming. And I wish they took more things from Dragon Age when they made Mass Effect. to add like another companion to the list to let you switch to people. That would have been fucking lovely. If you just switch to another one of your fucking teammates mid battle, they never had that. It was always like a strategic corner shooter in Mass Effect. In Dragon Age, there was so much more freedom. There was so much more world building. There was so much more storytelling on like the back end of the game, not even like the upfront storytelling. There was so much small lit like minor storytelling that takes big effect later on in different games that you wouldn't realize unless like you played through that shit in the original game, or like this minor side quest turned into a main character in the third game. Like it's crazy shit like that made Dragon Age so good. So I kind of understand what they were talking about, like all the developers and shit. But it's kind of crazy to hear them talk about how EA fumble fucking bags when it comes to Dragon Age, and I'm like, damn. What if they stop fumbling that bag and give us what we fucking want? Cause they like it would sell, but EA doesn't think it's gonna sell like that. And I'm like, I would fucking buy it, bro. I would fucking buy it. I wouldn't buy like a remastered trilogy of Dragon Age, but if they remade Dragon Age Origins, I would buy that shit. Well, no, I wouldn't want them to remake it. If they remaster Dragon Age Origins, I would buy that shit. If they remade it, I wouldn't want anything to do with it because they would fuck the game up for sure. It's a perfect masterpiece as it is. It just needs some 4K resolution textures, some loading, get us some faster loading, and everything else would be good. Raise the resolution, faster loading, we'll be fucking good, bro. But if they remade it, it would be a trash game. Because I know they're gonna remove the cheesiest of cheesiest shit to ever be implemented, which is the fucking Arcane Warrior. Which that's why BioWare never brought it back in the first place. Because legit, if you go watch my playthrough of Dragon Age Awakening on the channel, my Arcane Warrior that I didn't play for I don't even know how long, bro, since like 2014 or something like that. Legit, that Arcane Warrior, I went back and I played Awakening for the first time. And there were so many maps where I didn't take damage. Because the Arcane Warrior can't take damage, bro. All the damage that is dealt to him goes into the Fade because of one of the abilities that he have. And it like merges with another ability that doesn't let you run out of fucking mana. And those are infinite. So you literally just stand there and not take damage from 30 fucking enemies the whole goddamn time. Every time you fight people. And it was so good. If they remade that game, they would ruin it. They would fucking ruin it. I wouldn't be able to be an Arcane Warrior no more. And that's some cheesy shit that I need to have in that game. Because I've changed the game so much from not being able to die that not many people were able to do. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. We kind of did go on a fucking tangent right there, bro. When I talk about Dragon Age and shit, bro, I just be rambling on. So we gotta get on. We got what? We only got like one more news thing to talk about. And it's fucking Ubisoft, bro. They always gotta be in the chat. I got a lot of dealings with the Ubisoft. They're cool peoples and all that. They got some hardworking people over there. But the decision makers at Ubisoft need fucking help, bro. Because they're shutting down more studios and more offices. They're firing more people. Ubisoft is completely restructuring the way Ubisoft has been built over all these years, which is a good thing. I can't say it's a bad thing, but it's affecting a whole lot of people. There's a whole lot of people getting shut down and cut out. Ubisoft was like, yeah, bro, it's a full on restructure. We don't know. We don't know how Ubisoft is gonna look coming out from it. But the only rumor they released is that they're making more Assassin's Creed games, which is the dumbest shit I could have ever heard. In the midst of you announcing that you're firing more people. So you're firing more people, you're closing down more studios, all because of like physical sales and shit are all down. So they're not making as much money as they used to. And then you're like, yeah, we're making more Assassin's Creed games. Ubisoft, bro. Bro, come on now. I know some of the things that they're making, and none of them are like, I mean, I wouldn't say they're horrible, but like none of them are like peak games. None of them are gonna be like, hey, this is Ubisoft, bro. They're back. None of them are gonna give you that. None of them are gonna give you that. So I don't really know where Ubisoft is headed. Hopefully Mirage is a good fucking Assassin's Creed game. Because it could be the game that brings everything back for Ubisoft. But if it's not, Ubisoft is fucking done for. Ubisoft is gonna be done, and that's just crazy. That's crazy to think about because Ubisoft is tanking as well. All these big companies that used to carry our childhood, they used to carry. Ubisoft had so many fucking hits. Prince of Persia and shit used to be up. Ghost Recon used to be up. Rainbow Six used to be up, bro. Now where the fuck is everything at? I guess Rainbow Six is still doing pretty well with Siege. I swear, bro, when I first played Assassin's Creed, because I didn't play Assassin's Creed 1 until after I played Assassin's Creed 2. So I didn't know shit about Assassin's Creed until the second game. But I played Assassin's Creed 2, and I was like, this nigga Ezio's up next, bro. Brotherhood came out, I played the fuck out of that. Then I went back and played Altair and Assassin's Creed 1. And I'm like, nigga, they got something here. And then they just, I don't know where the fuck Assassin's Creed went after Ezio was done with Revelations. I really don't know where Assassin's Creed went, but I didn't follow them there. Assassin's Creed 3, I played it a little bit. I think I played it for the channel. It was alright. I haven't finished it. But like, it doesn't feel like Assassin's Creed. And the newer Assassin's Creed, they're like RPG games. Ubisoft should just make a new IP. They should literally just make a new IP. Get Assassin's Creed out the title of some of these games. Because Assassin's Creed Odyssey would have been a lovely game, just a standalone game, if it wasn't tied to the Assassin's Creed universe. It could have been a good fucking game on its own. They could have cut it down. It don't need to be that fucking long, bro. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a big fucking game for no reason. Why is all that fucking content in one fucking game? Then they got like 50 fucking DLCs for this game too. It was crazy. They had so much story to tell in Odyssey. They could have made 3 or 4 fucking games in a whole saga of a different fucking game, bro. It could have been a Roman RPG game. Well, it was Olympus. It wasn't Roman. It was Olympic. It was Greece. So if they could have a Greek game running around like fucking God of War or some shit, they could have made their own fucking new IP with all that storytelling that they had, and it would have been lovely. It would have been great. You would be fighting Gorgons and shit. The combat system was fun. And they could have had some Assassin's Creed elements. Every fucking game does. It would have been cool, bro. Prince of Persia is kind of like that in his own right. But no, they slapped Assassin's Creed on the front and they just ran with that shit. And I mean, it wasn't a bad game, but like, it could have been something better. It could have been something unique if they just took the fucking time to develop something else. They keep trying to do that behind the name Assassin's Creed, and it's ruining Assassin's Creed in the process. And that's where Ubisoft is falling the fuck off from. They're hiding behind IP names and just trying to force new ideas that is ruining their franchises. It's just sad. It's just sad because Ubisoft used to be seeing that little fucking swirl logo pop up as a child with the little fucking water drip. Come on now, bro. That was a hit. That was a hit. And now that shit's dead. There's like EA Sports is in the game. That shit's dead now. I don't know what the fuck is going on with all these companies. Square Enix. Come on now, bro. They used to be up. And now, come on now. Now people crying about Activision, bro. You said every game doesn't need to be an entire world size. I swear, people just think like, oh, we can make a bigger game, just throw shit in there and make it open world. People gonna love that shit. Like people gonna love that shit for 30 fucking minutes, bro. And then they're gonna be like, why the fuck am I playing this game? It's empty as hell. Every one of these games are big as fuck. They put so much space in between things that like you spend more time traveling in a game than you do actually fucking playing it. There's so much time in between traveling from mission to mission in games now. You're not even playing the game no more, bro. You're literally traveling. There's so much time walked. There's so much time driven. There's so much time riding some shit or flying around. Like Hogwarts Legacy kind of gets like that. Where like I be trying to go for like side quest to side quest, and legit it will take me the fucking 30 minutes down the map, and I gotta fly there because I don't have a teleportation point. And I'm like, come on now, folks. Why couldn't this shit all take place inside the fucking Hogwarts castle, bro? And probably have 1 or 2 towns on the outside, maybe a cave or something. To just, like, it could have all taken place inside the castle. Everything would have been lovely. They got so much detail in this castle, and you don't even go everywhere. Yeah, if they had linear games, just full of content like they used to. I mean, back in the day. Even like semi-open world games. So like Dragon Age did that. Where like you'll go into like a little map area and you could just travel around and do all the missions in that little area and then you leave and you go to the next fucking area. If they did that, that would be fine, bro. That would be cool. But the formula for open world games is kind of broken. There's not many games that gets it right, especially nowadays, because all they do is slap a lot of content into just this open world full of nothing in it and expect you to sandbox yourself into a good time. That ain't me, bro. That ain't me. I'm not about to sandbox a damn thing. Nigga, tell me a story. Nigga, make me some characters I could get to understand. Like, they don't have none of that. A whole lot of games don't have none of that. And that shit's kind of dead. Used some other games get it right. Perfect example was Breath of the Wild. See, I never played Breath of the Wild. Now I have a fucking Pro Controller for Switch. So I don't have these Joy Cons to play the game no more. So I got a Pro Controller for the Switch. I could probably go play Breath of the Wild. Because Breath of the Wild 2 is coming, and that shit look fucking fire, bro. It look kind of crazy. I don't know why the fuck Link got a robot arm. Did y'all see that in the trailer? That nigga got a robot arm now. It was kind of wild. I was like, what the fuck happened to his hand? Like, I could have swore he didn't take damage like that. And then there was some, like, fans speculating that Zelda turned into his hand. Like, into his arm, his little robot arm. And I'm like, there's no fucking way they turned Princess Zelda into a fucking arm and put her ass on Link. That'll be wild. You say you thoroughly enjoy Breath of the Wild's open world. I understand that Breath of the Wild's open world is like it's open. You can do whatever you want, but there's always consequences to going too far and doing too many things because they have like bosses and shit that like yeah, you definitely not getting past this shit safely. So you either got to be damn good at the game to make this shit open world for real, or it kind of guides you down a path of leveling that makes the open world open. It is open, but like it guides you in a way that you can experience the open world the proper way without just wandering into some outrageous ass niggas trying to kill you and you just die repeatedly trying to get from point A to point B. I think Breath of the Wild probably does that better than most games. And then yeah, you don't get like the Master Sword until like you get deeper into the game. You can't just run over there, grab the Master Sword real quick, and just start one tapping niggas. Like the game has a whole progression system hidden behind the open world system that helps guide you through the game the proper way. A lot of games that drop you into an open world and just let you do whatever the fuck you want. And that's the problem. Because they don't have a like a guided path. They have main quests, of course. But they don't have a guided path to get you through this open world where it feels organic and not like forced upon. It's one of those things, bro. He said, what about all the time you spend watching cutscenes instead of playing the game?" Shaking my head. I mean, there's a whole lot of games that are like that. Sony narrative-driven games is 90% cutscenes all the time. There's a whole lot of cutscenes in God of War. That shit's still a game of the year candidate. Niggas don't even play God of War for the most part. You sit there and watch Kratos do some crazy shit in a cutscene, and then you might fight a nigga for 10 minutes. Just hit him repeatedly over and over with the same fucking combo until his health bar drains down. And then you go back to cutscene for another 25 minutes. Like there's game and people love that shit. Sony makes a lot of money off of that. And it defeats the fucking open world narrative because all those open world games are empty as fuck. But all these extra linear ass games have no gameplay in it. So where's the middle ground for this? We don't know. Back in the day, they used to have this shit on lock. It used to be easy. We don't know what happened to gaming. That those are the two types of games we get. We either get God of War style watching the fucking game play out, or you get Far Cry open world style where you literally just drop in this world and do whatever the fuck you want until you get bored. Like those are the two games that we have. Like two genres of games that keep getting promoted. Those are the two big genres of games. Either you watching this bitch or you're playing this shit until you get bored and you throw it away. So you just wasted $70 on something, bro, because you're not playing the game. You're really not playing the game. Either there's not enough shit in the story to keep you compelled, or there's just only story and there's no gameplay for you to enjoy. I don't know. That's why I still be playing fucking Mass Effect and Dragon Age, bro. I'm still playing those two fucking old ass games because there's not many new games that capture that essence of gaming like you used to. I still play new games. You know, some games drop Atomic Heart, lovely game. I enjoy that shit. It's fucking crazy. Some of the things they have, outrageous. Outrageous. And it intrigues me. I play Scorn, that shit's weird as fuck. But like, Scorn isn't a game with a lot of storytelling. It's literally just gameplay. And legit, I walk around that shit, no guidance. You're trying to figure shit out. Sometimes I get bored. Sometimes I be so fucking intrigued I don't want to stop playing. So is it you say you predict the golden era approach is coming back? Hopefully. Hey, fingers crossed, because I mean, there's a lot of games coming out that I hope are fucking good. Like Redfall and shit. I hope Redfall is not boring as fuck. It's an open world. They want you to play with your friends and not play with your friends. That's cool and all. But I need to be able to enjoy this fucking world, bro. Enjoy this game. Enjoy the enemies in the game. Because you gotta enjoy the things that you're killing in the game, or you're not gonna enjoy the game. Like, you walk through a game and you just one tap and jogger all day, you're gonna get fucking bored. You don't care about the fucking jogger. You're gonna be walking through that shit, you're gonna learn how to kill them real fast. You're gonna kill every one of them real fast. You're not gonna change how you play the game because the game is boring as fuck. No, you're gonna get bored and I'm gonna go play something else. Cause like they gotta create a world that make you care about that world. How do you think Skyrim lasts 11 fucking years strong, bro? It makes sense, bro. When I'm creeping around a fucking dungeon, shooting fucking like foamer in the back of the head with a bound bow, that's just fun, bro. I know the foamer is strong as fuck. I don't want them to see me. They'll jump my ass. So what I do, I go in stealth mode. Nigga, if I go fight some Draugr, I got Dawnbreaker. I'm running at their ass, bro. I'm blowing that whole fucking country up. That shit's easy. Some games just, I don't know. There's not many games. There's games in between big drops that actually fucking work. But if every game worked, we would have more fucking games to play. We would have way more fucking games to play if every game worked. But every game doesn't work. And there's some fan bases of games that'll tell you like, oh, this game works perfectly fine. I don't know. Speaking of Golden Era, it's recently been playing Grand Theft Auto 4. It still holds up. Grand Theft Auto 4 was ahead of its time. Grand Theft Auto 4 was a more technically advanced game than Grand Theft Auto 5 was. They had a whole dating website in Grand Theft Auto 4. The minor details they had and interactions and fucking like world interactions and shit like that was peak, bro. They ripped all that shit out in Grand Theft Auto 5. They made the game dumber in Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 4, the AI and everything was better. All the systems were better. Combat was better. Fucking storytelling was better. Even the side mini games were better. You driving around as a taxi driver, that shit's fun as hell, bro. That shit's fun. You don't get that same thing for Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 4 was peak Grand Theft. It was definitely peak Grand Theft. It's like Nico was the only thing. Yeah, the car mechanics are so fucking good. You could legit like park in a car and turning the wheel and turning the car off and getting out, and the wheels are still fucking turned. Those small details in games, bro, get forgotten. But like if you play a game and you see those minor details on, and you like, damn, bro, that's how real cars act, nigga. This some real shit right there. But like every game, they would just pass on those minor details because they want to get this shit done. Grand Theft Auto 4 wasn't one of those games. Even like closing shit in Grand Theft Auto 4 was better. I have been playing what is it called? What is it called? I'm tweaking. I think the video is coming up. Either it came up already or it's already up. I don't know. I don't really want to spoil it. But I've been playing a game I never played before. And this shit kinda that shit kinda crazy. So when the video comes up, I think I need to check to see if it posted. Because I think the video is really fucking good, so y'all better check it out. But I mean, fucking Guilty Gear is coming to Xbox. Bro, I played Guilty Gear. They had a beta. It comes out fucking tomorrow. God damn it, bro. I didn't know this shit came out tomorrow. I'm gonna get my ass beat. I mean, I ain't saying like the designs and shit are better. I'm just saying like the way, like the details in clothes were better. The details in clothes were better. But I mean, it had better styles and shit in Grand Theft Auto 5. It was like a more modern game. It was a more like up to date game. But like the detail in clothes, like zippers and shit in Grand Theft Auto 4, they all look better. Everything in Grand Theft Auto 5 looked flat. Everything just looks the same material. Nothing looks like different uniquely. But Nico ass couldn't fucking dress. And he had the worst fucking wardrobe in gaming history, bro. Man literally had no drip at all. And even when you try to get him some drip, bro, it still never looked like it worked out on him. He looks so odd when you try to dress his ass any other way. So you just keep his ass in a leather jacket, bro, and some pants. And be like, all right, bro, just Nico, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. He wasn't very customizable. You know what I mean? He grows on you as a character as you play the game. He grows on you, which is kind of wild. But yeah, I think the video comes out tomorrow, actually. So when y'all see that video tomorrow, we definitely gonna have to talk about that shit. I don't know. I need to play more of it. I'm planning on playing more of it actually today. The suit's fire though. But yeah, it take a while for Nico to get a suit because his ass broke for a long time. Like Nico has been broke for a long time. Money in Grand Theft Auto 5 felt so easy to access, especially like lots of it. But in Grand Theft Auto 4, he literally was grinding from the bottom, bro. And it felt like that as you played through the game and you progressively got higher status, you could feel that shit. But in Grand Theft Auto 5, legit, you start stealing cars and shit. You make a little bit of money. You do start kind of broke. But legit, you do your first little like heist and you up 100K. You like, damn, bro, I can go buy anything. And then it's only up from there. There's never a time where like you really have to go hard and grind some more. So yeah, I think Grand Theft Auto 4 was definitely a better game. I high key want to play Grand Theft Auto 4 now. I don't even think I have it. Not on Xbox. Not on this Xbox. I think I had it on like 360 back in the day. GTA. Can I even get Grand Theft Auto 4? Oh, I can. I didn't even play the DLC for it. It's only $20. I might have to cop this shit. The world looks so good, but character models are hot garbage, bro. That's crazy. Like the character models look like hot shit, but the world still looks pretty good. Like the detail of buildings and water, everything looks real fucking nice. Cousin, fucking shit, bro. I'm gonna have to go play this fucking game. I'm gonna definitely got to play this game. How did you get me, bro? You work for Rockstar? You work for Take Two? Nigga just finesse me into buying a $20 360 game. Goddamn. Goddamn. Yeah. It still looks kind of, the environments is just still look kind of good. It's just some character models are definitely like outdated as hell, bro. But I think I'm into the stream. I think I'm into the stream. There's not much gaming news in 2 weeks. There was not a lot of gaming news, which is crazy, bro. So hopefully this rumored event happens. I know Diablo is hosting their first beta next week for the pre-order people, so I'm definitely gonna be in there. Do I get to fucking record? I don't think they said we couldn't record. So there's two betas. They're gonna be the first one, which starts next week. I think is next week. And then there's another one, like the open beta, so everybody gets to play it, so you can get as many people in the game as possible. It's a mass multiplayer game too, which is crazy. I don't know why the fuck they turned Diablo into an MMO. Hopefully it works out. It's gonna be big open world top down thing. So I mean, it's fine. It doesn't sound like it's gonna be bad. And they have create a character for the first time, which is wild crazy, nigga. Cause like I know you get to like pick a character, kind of male or female version of it, and you get to dress them how you want. But now they have a whole create a character system. You have to build a character in this fucking game. They gonna have cutscenes with you in it, all kinds of shit. I don't know if you're gonna have dialogue. Maybe they let you talk. Who knows? I don't even know the story yet. I'm just excited for Diablo 4 to be coming. So yeah, I think I'm in the video. I mean not the video. I'm in the stream. So thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe if you're new. Legit. This has been short. This has been short. There's not much gaming news, and it's kind of wild. Because I felt like there was more news last week, but it wasn't. It was just a whole lot of state of play talk. All the details that came out of state of play from third parties has been it. Back to Liberty City. Back to Liberty City. Hey, yeah, but this has been a good stream, bro. This is a short one. Usually they like 2 hours, but I mean, when gaming news is down, bro, streams can't be too long. Don't want to drag that on. Everybody got games to play. Everybody got things to do. So yeah, thank y'all for coming out. I'm gonna end this stream right here, and I'll see y'all in the next one.